Hey YouTube, welcome to the Off Grid Mountain Homestead. So another July has come and another RPS board has gone out. So this is I don't know if this is a warning video or a cautionary video or whatever have you, but I think folks need to know this company promotes their products hard, big time. You can check out their website. They push their stuff hard like it's the best stuff since sliced bread. But if you've been with the channel since the beginning, last year in July I had a controller go out. Well, here it is, another July, and the controller went out. I'm getting a year out of a controller. So another summer, another 500 bucks for a controller. That's right, $500 for this controller. Luckily last year I bought a spare, so when this controller went out, I had a backup, so I just swapped it out. Wasn't down but for a day. No big deal. It's not lightning taking it out. Because when this one went out, there was no storms for a few days. It just decided to fail. It's got surge protection on it. It's got ferrite chokes on the panels, ferrite chokes on the sensor wires and stuff. But what happened, I turned the pump on. I usually turn off in the evenings. I turn on in the morning before I head out or whatever, let it pump. Well, I turned it on and it said tank full. I was like, oh, okay. I know that wasn't accurate. So went and checked out the tanks. Well, the tanks were, down quite a ways. And the tank full light stayed on, so I called their support, and they went through their rigmarole. Their tech support's real crude. It's not, you don't have to give me any technical details. It's just like a little two-step troubleshooting tree. I gave them voltages and everything. Well, we don't need that. So I gave them more than they needed. But anyhow, yeah, they said the board's bad. And I said, well, that's great. And I said, what about my warranty stuff? Looked up the order number. 5 days out of warranty, literally. And then the first board, I think I got 13 or 14 months out of the first board. So I'm spending 500 bucks a year on these stupid boards from this crap. That's what it is, it's crap. Well, these boards last 20 years. Oh, well, I've not seen that yet. And this is a generic Chinese board. I'm just trying to find a AliExpress version of it to replace it for cheaper. But there you go. This one was made in 2016, and they serialized it. They put it together in 21. So they're just getting Chinese junk and remarketing it and quadrupling, quintupling, whatever, however you want to say that, the price on everything. But the last one last year, the micro power supply went out on it right there, that little dude. Well, this time the tank sensor circuitry went out right here. This is what shuts it off when your tank is full. And I traced out the circuitry. I'm not a micro circuit expert, but I know enough to be dangerous on it. And this little resistor right here where my thumb's at, that went out. So this little, a tenth of a cent resistor crapped out, and so there's $500 in the trash. So yeah, this is the last time I'm done with this garbage. I got a local electronics repair place about an hour away. They said they can fix it, so next time I'm down near the electronics people's place, they said they could probably put that resistor in for 150, 200 bucks, depending on what's involved with getting to it, which it looks pretty easy. But yeah, that's the last 500 bucks I'm spending on this junk right here. So yeah, you can find a lot on Amazon, different places. They just don't come in a metal case. They have a plastic case. They're a lot cheaper. That stuff wasn't available when I originally got this pump. It wasn't as prevalent, excuse my English there. So I bought this one. They had it hyped up, all these supposed reviews, that this stuff was great and all that. But if it goes out again, I'm actually looking at 2 or 3 different 110 volt well pumps at the moment. I'm going to, if it goes out again, when it goes out again, I'm going to take all this out. I've already got the wire, 8-gauge wire run down to the well. I'll just have to pull the stick out of the well and put a 110 volt pump in, and then just splice into my wires at my well pedestal way up the hill, and then power that from the house. No big deal. I'm gonna get a soft start pump, or I don't know if I'm at a Grundfos SQ Flex or a Grundfos S Flex, or I'm just gonna get a lower price 110 volt across the line pump and put a VFD on it for soft start. Hadn't decided that yet, but I'm not spending 500 more bucks on this thing. So just cautionary tale, if you're getting into solar pumps and if you have an option, this is the moral of the story, if you have an option to run a AC powered pump, even if you don't think you got enough power, you can VFD it, variable frequency drive, variable speed drive the pump. That'll reduce your current, reduce your startup. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere and don't have any you know, 120, 240 volt or generator, yeah, this is probably your only option to solar pump. But if you got 110 volts or 240 volt AC, don't do this, in my, you know, personal experience. Do you have one of these? Yeah, do you have this brand right here? Let me know. Have you had a board go out? Have you had failures? My well sensor went out. The low level sensor actually went out about 2 months ago. So, you know, I checked the wire was good, the sensor went bad. It's 100 and some odd feet down in the hole. I didn't pull it, I just bypassed that, because the well sits at 20 feet, 30 feet, you know, above the surface, you know, below the surface, the lowest it gets. So I didn't even bother putting a low water sensor in, because it's never been below that. So not worried about the pump running dry. But yeah, you know, not a good experience here. So I guess I got, you know, nice expensive aluminum box here I can use for something, and some spare parts, you know, laying around. But anyhow, let me go over this one more time. There's the there's some numbers right there. Let's see if I get that. There you go. There's some numbers there. There's some numbers right there. So if anybody gets on AliExpress or knows where to get these boards cheap, save me some time. Let me know in the comments if you've had to find one of these boards. You know, it's a generic board, 2-horse pumps brand uses these, RPS uses these. I'm sure several others. I've been so busy I haven't really had time to browse the internet in depth to find this board, but I'm sure it's out there, and I'm sure it's cheaper than 500 bucks. So yeah, anyhow, just cautionary tale. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments any experience with this, or if you've replaced a board like that where I can find one, save me some time, I'd appreciate that. But that's about it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the Awkward Mountain Homestead. Like, comment, and if you don't mind, please subscribe.